Letter to my dear son. On your first budget, a map, not a prison. Most men spend their entire lives trapped, not by chains, not by circumstance, but by the very tool meant to set them free, their budget. They call it discipline, but it feels like a cage. And son, that's because they built it wrong. Son, my pride, my joy, my happiness. Today I write to you about one of the most misunderstood tools a man can wield. Your budget. Not a punishment, not a restriction, but a map to the life you dream of. Because, son, a budget is not meant to tell you what you can't do, it's meant to show you what you can. Son, let me tell you something most financial gurus won't. They'll tell you to track every penny, cut out the coffee, deny yourself pleasure, live like a monk while the world passes you by. And yes, discipline matters. But here's the truth they're missing. A budget built on deprivation is a budget destined to fail. Because, son, you are not a machine, you are a man with dreams, desires, passions. And if your budget doesn't account for your humanity, it will crush your spirit long before it builds your wealth. Let me paint you a picture. Two men, same income. One creates a budget that says no to everything. No dinners out, no hobbies, no joy. Just numbers and sacrifice. The other, he creates a budget that says yes, but with intention. Yes to the things that matter. Yes to experiences that feed his soul. Yes to saving for his future, but also yes to living today. The first man, he breaks. 3 months in, he's drowning in resentment, and one Friday night, he splurges recklessly, destroying months of progress. The second man, he thrives, because his budget wasn't a prison, it was a map that showed him how to have both, freedom today and security tomorrow. Son, here's the contrast most men never grasp. A prison tells you where you can't go. A map shows you how to get where you want to be. The great investor Warren Buffett once said, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." Son, do you hear the wisdom in that? It's not about denying yourself everything. It's about prioritizing your future first, and then enjoying the present guilt-free. Now, here's the practical advice I want you to carry with you. When you create your first budget, start with this simple framework, the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes to needs, rent, food, transportation, the essentials. 30% goes to wants, the things that make life worth living, hobbies, travel, that dinner with friends. And 20%? That, son, goes to your future. Savings, investments, debt repayment. But here's the key. Don't just write it down and forget it. Review it every month. Adjust it. Because life changes, son. Your priorities shift. Your income grows. Your budget must be flexible, not fixed. And son, never, ever beat yourself up for enjoying your money. A budget that makes you miserable is a budget that will fail. Build one that honors both your discipline and your joy. Son, I need you to understand something deeply. Your budget is not your enemy. It is your greatest ally. It is the difference between drifting through life and steering your ship with purpose. Most men fear the budget because they think it will expose their weakness, their lack of control, their overspending. But son, the budget doesn't create the problem, it reveals it. And revelation is the first step to freedom. When you sit down and map out your money, you will see the truth. You will see where your dollars are slipping through your fingers like sand. You will see the subscriptions you forgot about, the impulse purchases that add up, the silent leaks draining your potential. And yes, it might hurt at first, but son, that pain is not punishment, it's clarity. And clarity is power. Because once you see where your money is going, you can redirect it. You can tell it where to go instead of wondering where it went. You can build the life you want instead of settling for the life that just happens to you. Son, imagine this. 5 years from now, you're standing in the home you bought, not because you denied yourself everything, but because you had a map. A map that showed you how to save for the down payment while still living a life you loved. Or picture yourself debt-free, not because you suffered, but because you had a plan. A plan that honored your present and protected your future. That, my son, is what a budget gives you. Not restriction, liberation. So build your map, study it, follow it, but don't worship it, because a map is only useful if it takes you somewhere worth going. Son, the world will try to sell you 2 lies. The first, that money doesn't matter, so don't worry about it. The second, that money is everything, so sacrifice your soul for it. Both are poison. The truth, money is a tool, and your budget is the blueprint for how you wield it. A prison traps you. A map guides you. Choose wisely which one you build. That, my son, is the truth they will never teach you in school, but I will. And if these words have stirred something inside you, if you feel the weight of this wisdom settling into your bones, then I ask you this. Secure your place here. Press that button, ring that bell, because these lessons, son, are not posted for the masses. They are whispered from father to son, and I will continue to whisper them if you choose to listen. Until the next letter, my son, walk with purpose, live with intention, and may your budget be the map that leads you to the life you were meant to live.